Hello, my old school soul food family. It's Chef Jeffrey back with another video. All right, y'all. This is old school. What is it? Friday night cake of the week. And I mentioned last week 3 favorite pound cakes that I like: regular pound cake, buttermilk pound cake, lemon pound cake. So today we're gonna go old school throwback. This one of my ones. Every grandmother's house has this sitting on the counter. I promise you, it's buttermilk pound cake. I may or may not put icing on it. My grandmother's house growing up, she ain't had no icing on her pound cake. She just had a pound cake sitting up there. Most times a regular plain pound cake or a buttermilk pound cake. Okay, y'all, let me get started here. Prolonging the fun here. Okay, y'all, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my baking powder in with my flour and go and mix it in. Some people don't see me putting baking powder in it. But I'm gonna put it here, kind of mix it together. You can sift it together, but all I do is kind of just kind of mix it together like this with my whisk here. Make sure it's fully incorporated in there. Okay, get that going. Now, y'all already know, if you've been watching long enough. If you haven't, where have you been? If you're not, welcome to the channel. I'm gonna cream my room temperature butter and sugar together until I get no more granularly filled in my butter and sugar mixture. This is a very important step in make sure your cake is nice, light, and fluffy. It's creaming the butter and sugar and making sure your eggs and butter is at room temperature. That's very important, y'all. So let me zoom in to the magic here. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna cream the butter and sugar together for about 7 to 10 minutes, usually it takes. I got my oven preheated to 325 degrees. So, let me pour this in here. Pour all the sugar in there. That's 3 cups of sugar, 3 sticks of butter, 3 cups of sugar. I got the recipe in the description of the video though, y'all. Some people say, he don't tell the measurements. They in the description of the video. Very simple. Better than coming back watching the video every time. You can just read it for yourself. So anyway, y'all, I'll be back. I'm gonna cream the butter and sugar till it gets smooth. We're gonna come back and finish this cake off. Be right back. Okay, y'all, we are back. And see how they changed, even they changed the color of it? That shows you how light this is. That's the key. Nice, light, fluffy, already the butter and the sugar. So I'm gonna add the eggs to this. One at a time. Okay, let me scrape down my bowl here. Scrape it down there, make sure it's nice and fluffy. I mean, fully incorporated, nice and fluffy. Okay. Now I'm gonna add my vanilla and my lemon extract to this. Got my lemon in there. Vanilla. Scrape this down again. Make sure this is fully incorporated, y'all. Because I'm not going, once I start adding the buttermilk and the flour, I'm not gonna mix it too much more. Okay. Here we go, y'all. We're gonna add some. See that gets mixed really good. Okay, y'all, we're gonna add flour and the milk. I'm gonna start with dry, end with dry. Reason I do that, I can control how much it mixes together and make sure the flour is completely mixed together, and without developing too much gluten. So add a little. You cut your mix off when you do this. We've all had that face full of flour, right? You don't want that to happen. Add a little milk to this. And I use whole buttermilk. If possible, y'all, it's very important. If you can get whole buttermilk, not the light, not the 2% buttermilk, whole buttermilk I use. That's very important. And people gonna ask me, what if you can't find the whole buttermilk? Well, if you can't find it, of course you gotta use what you can use, but I suggest use a whole buttermilk. It makes a big difference in your buttermilk pound cake. The flavor and the consistency and everything. Until that's fully mixed together. Add my flour here. Rest of my buttermilk. Scrape it down one more time before I add the last of my flour. Should scrape down pretty good at the bottom. Alrighty. Okay. We're gonna add the last of my flour here. That's it, y'all. And y'all know I like to mix the rest of this by hand. Move y'all over here because once I do this other stuff, y'all won't be able to see. Okay. Take this off the mixer paddle here. That there. She gets all off the beaters there. Like I say, y'all, I like to mix it by hand the rest. That way, I can control how much this thing is mixed. If y'all been following me enough, you know if you over mix your cake, it's gonna come out tough and dry and not fluffy and moist like you want it. You're getting it from somebody that make a cake every week, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week, depending on my neighbors need cakes. They make cakes in my sweet. You see how smooth that batter is? Okay, I got my pan here. A bunk pan here. And we're just gonna put it in our bunk pan right here, y'all. Get it as smooth as you can in here. Boring part of the video, watching me scoop batter in a cake pan, y'all. It's the boring part of the video. So this one you need a little music in the background, huh? Get a bit more out of here. Make sure you get everything out of here. Okay, y'all. And what I want to do, I'm going to smooth it down as much as possible. Make sure you smooth it down. Nice and smooth there and even. There we go. Beautiful. Now we're going to cook this for an hour, maybe an hour and 25 minutes. I always like to check mine up to 45 minutes to an hour, because every stove is different. You can ask anybody that bakes. Every stove is different. And every day the stove won't act different. So yeah, hour and a half, 325 degrees. We'll come back, scoop this out, and I may or may not make a glaze depending on how it look when it come out. That will distinguish where I make a glaze or not. But anyway, y'all, we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we are back. This took 1 hour, y'all. It didn't even take an hour and 15 minutes. That's why I say you really gotta watch it after 45 minutes to an hour to watch it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it in the pan here. I ain't gonna do like last week. If you watched my video last week, I took my cake out too early. It was just a total disaster. So I'm gonna let it cool in here 15, 20 minutes. I'm gonna flip it out on the rack. And after flipping out, that's when I'm gonna see if I'm gonna ice it or not. I'll let y'all know once I flip it out and come back. Because if I got ice anyway, I still gotta let it cool. So I'll let y'all know when I come back. I'm gonna flip it out. And I don't know if I'm gonna ice it from the top or the bottom. You know, you do these either way. You can have it standing up from the top like this, or you can flip it on the bottom. So I'll see once I flip this thing out, y'all, what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna ice it. So anyway, y'all, I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we are back here. Okay, y'all, let me show you here. So I decided I'm gonna ice this thing. It just took it out, and I'm gonna put a glaze over this. But I'm gonna serve it from the top. Sometimes I flip it over from the bottom. But I figure I'll serve it from the top. See this? Nice pound cake. I'm telling y'all, it smells absolutely amazing in here. With that lemon extract, it just takes it over the top. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna be right back, and I'm gonna make the glaze, which is very simple. Come back, put the glaze over. I want it to cool a little bit more than normal. And we're gonna pretty much be completely cool. So I'm gonna let it be almost a little warm, but mostly cool when I put the glaze over. So anyway, y'all, we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back here. It's cool just enough. It's just slightly warm. And I need that warmth to make this glaze go over the cake. And all I'm gonna do, y'all, let's see, there's no science in this, y'all. We're just gonna go across the thing here, just like this, and let nature take its course on the glaze. Pull up a little closer here. You know what I'm saying? Then that little warmth of the cake is gonna help the glaze, help the cake glaze over itself, just like that. See that? And the glaze, like I say, y'all seen me make it before. It's very simple. All it is powdered sugar, a little vanilla, and milk. That's it. That's it, y'all. Don't overcomplicate it. A lot of people say, well, how you make the glaze? The glaze is so simple. It's nothing. It's just powdered sugar and milk. That's it. That's the easy part of making the cake, is the glaze. Easy part. Like I say, y'all, we're going to just, while this cake is warm, put some more in the crevices here. Go around like that. You see, there's no law how you're supposed to do that, y'all. Just want to get it on there and let it flow. And let it flow just like that. A little bit more on the other side here. In those cracks there. And all this heat is gonna make it, like I say, the warmth from the cake itself gonna make all that fill in itself. See that? Nothing to it, y'all. So I'm gonna let this set up. I like to let it set up at least another 30 minutes. I'm gonna come back, we're gonna cut a piece, and we're definitely gonna try this out, y'all, and see how it is. This thing, I'm telling y'all, this thing smells absolutely amazing. With the lemon juice, the lemon extract, lemon flavor. It works so well with the buttermilk, y'all, and really takes it over the top. So anyway, y'all, I'll be back here in about half an hour or so. We're gonna taste this good old school buttermilk pound cake. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. I've cut the cake. And let me show y'all here. Look at this. Nice. Look at that. The glaze stayed on there perfectly. See the glaze, how it stayed on there nicely? Just kind of spin it there. All right. And then this one here, of course, close up of this. Look at that. Look at that glaze on there. Okay. There's only one way to tell if I did a good job. Is to give me a nice hunk of this. Look at this. I know it's moist, y'all. Oh wow. Melt in your mouth good, y'all. Melt in your mouth. Look at that. Y'all know I'm gonna do that moist test. Look at that. See that? That's that moist test I do. Stick to the pork like that. Oh wow. Oh yeah. Well, now I can't quit eating it. It's that good. Nothing like a pound cake, y'all. Nothing like a buttermilk pound cake. Like I say, this is my childhood. Going to my grandmother's house, eat my mom's, and there's one of these sitting on the counter. Of course, if you come to my house anytime, there's always a pound cake sitting on my counter. And that's how I keep tradition going. But you see how easy it is. Cakes are very easy, y'all. Very simple. The key is to cream your butter and sugar together. Add the egg slowly. Make sure everything room temperature. And it's no brainer. No brainer at all. So anyway, y'all, another Friday night cake of the week in the book. So this cake is just melting in your mouth. I hate to brag, but this is good. I love buttermilk pound cake. I love plain pound cake, and I love lemon pound cake. Those are my three favorites. But anyway, y'all, if you like this video, please share, please subscribe. Please follow my other social media accounts: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Remember the hashtag 2022, helping others with a purpose. Old School Soul Food. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Y'all have a happy, blessed weekend. Love y'all. Bye.